Hello and welcome to Scholars Point. Friends, today we will study about the vertebrae. Vertebra is a irregular structure arranged one above the other so as to form a vertebral column. Today we will study about four types of vertebrae: atlas vertebra, axis vertebra, then thoracic vertebra, and last lumbar vertebra. First two vertebrae, atlas and axis, belongs to cervical vertebrae group. First cervical vertebra, atlas; second cervical vertebra, axis. Then thoracic vertebra are near about similar in structure. They are 12 in number. And lumbar vertebra, these are broader vertebra in the vertebral column, and they are 5 in number. Okay, first of all, about the structure of atlas. Atlas is a first cervical vertebra. And it is a ring-like somewhat. Why? Because it has a broad vertebral foramen and divided into two parts: anterior part of the vertebral foramen and posterior part of the vertebral foramen. Anterior part of the vertebral foramen have a facet for odontoid process. This is the odontoid process of axis vertebra, which get fitted or articulated with the facet of the atlas vertebra. This is the facet for odontoid process of axis. Axis have a odontoid process and facet is on the atlas. In this way, suppose this is a axis vertebra and atlas vertebra located above the axis, and atlas vertebra have at lower side there is a facet into which a odontoid process, means tooth-like process of the axis, get fitted, and a pivot joint, means no joint is formed. Okay, and here there are some structures at anterior and posterior part or portion of the vertebral foramen separated by a vertebral ligament. With the help of vertebral ligament, transverse ligament is there, and then there are two massive large transverse processes having a hole aperture, that is called foramen, for vertebral artery. In this way, vertebral artery supplies blood and nutrients to the bony cells of the vertebra. Okay, now here neural arc encloses a cavity, neural canal or vertebral foramen. Neural arc have this pedicel, and this terminal portion is called as, posterior portion is called as lamina. Pedicel and lamina forming a neural arc. When two lamina fused, there is no formation of spine. Here formation of spine occurs, but here not. That is why spinous process is somewhat reduced here. Spine is reduced. Okay, and in this way, again, a special feature located on the atlas vertebra is there is a facets for articulation with the occipital condyle. Above the atlas vertebra, skull fitted, means the globe of head get fitted over the atlas, like the atlas holding the globe of earth. That is why it is called as a atlas vertebra. Two occipital condyles of the occipital bone of the skull get fitted, articulated into the facets for articulation with occipital condyles, and it forms a S joint like this. Movement occurs like this, and because of facet and odontoid process like this, a rotating no joint, pivot joint is there. In this way, atlas vertebra is the first cervical vertebra to which the skull is fixedly articulated, firmly articulated by occipital condyles to here facets. of the atlas. Okay, this is all about the atlas. Here atlas have no spinous process and broad vertebral foramen, that is why it is called as ring like vertebra. Now second vertebra, it is called second cervical vertebra or cervical vertebra, and it has a unique process, tooth like process, which is directed upwardly towards the atlas and get fit into the facet of the atlas. Okay, odontoid process. The centrum means the body of the axis vertebra is modified so as to form a tooth like projection, that is called odontoid process or tooth like process, which fits into the socket of atlas and forming a pivot joint. Then there are facets for transverse ligaments. Okay, then here the centrum means the body of the vertebra is called centrum. It is somewhat distinct and modified into projection, but here near about size of the centrum get reduced. Here distinctly visible centrum not there clearly. Here there is a modification of centrum, and in other vertebrae we can have greater appearance, prominent appearance of the centrum means body of the vertebra, but here there is no remarkable size of the centrum of the vertebra, but here there is a centrum or body forming a tooth like odontoid process. Then it has facets for atlas. The inferior processes of atlas attaches on upper side of the means superior side of the axis vertebra, but they articulated into the facets. These are the facets where the inferior process of atlas get articulated. Okay, then transverse processes are smaller as compared to atlas vertebra, and then every transverse process have a foramen hole for vertebral artery. Then there is a neural canal or vertebral foramen for passage to spinal cord. Then a portion of neural arc towards the centrum is called pedicel, and the portion towards terminal end, posterior end or dorsal side, there is a lamina. Either lamina fuse to form spinous process or not. Here the spinous process is formed, pedicel and lamina both forming the neural arc. This is the neural arc. Okay, in this way, and here is the spinous process. Now important thing is that axis is characterized by odontoid process. That is important, and it is the second cervical vertebra. It shows articulation with its odontoid process and facets for odontoid process of atlas. Okay, then remaining third, fourth, fifth, sixth cervical vertebrae are called typical vertebrae, typical cervical vertebrae. They have longer transverse processes and a normal centrum or body. But the seventh cervical vertebra is called vertebra prominens, which is large among all cervical vertebrae, and it has a spinous process straight. But in typical cervical vertebrae 3, 4, 5, 6 have a bifid spine, means the spine here is like this, and in the third, fourth, fifth and sixth typical cervical vertebrae the spine become bifid like this. It becomes bifid, means somewhat forked, branched. Okay, this is all about the cervical vertebrae. Now we will learn about the structure of the thoracic vertebra. Thoracic vertebra are characterized by the facets for ribs, because from every cervical, from every thoracic vertebra, a pair of ribs attached here and reaching to the sternum, chest bone or breastbone. In this way, the head of the rib articulate here. This is the facet for head of the rib, and this is the facet for tubercle of the rib. This is the head and this one is the tubercle. In this way, a semicircular bony rods called ribs get articulated at two places. Head here near the centrum, and tubercle means a process outgrowth like structure to the here facet for tubercle of rib. In this way, each rib articulated at two places for more firm fixation. Okay. Here, as we know, thoracic region have heart. That is why it is remember that a heart-shaped centrum is present in the thoracic vertebrae. Here, again, well-developed transverse processes are there, and a well-developed longer spinous process is there, but spinous process is somewhat pointed. Okay. In this way, cervical, as compared to cervical vertebrae, every thoracic vertebrae have heart-shaped centrum, but their size gradually increases from thoracic vertebra 1 to thoracic vertebra 12. Okay, and near about they are of similar shape and size. A little bit difference is there in the size, just from first thoracic to last thoracic. Okay, this is the remarkable feature of the thoracic vertebra, that is heart-shaped centrum and the facets for articulation of ribs. Okay. Now, the vertebral foramen is somewhat oval. Now, this is all about the thoracic vertebra. Thoracic vertebra have pedicel and lamina enclosing a neural canal or vertebral foramen. Okay, and the last type of vertebra is a lumbar vertebra, and lumbar vertebra are near about similar in shape but varies in size little bit. First lumbar vertebra is smaller and the lumbar vertebra fifth is larger and broader. Means lumbar fifth is almost broadest vertebra in the vertebral column. Here the remarkable thing is that as like the heart-shaped centrum of thoracic vertebra, because here is the in the thoracic region heart is there, in lumbar region location of kidney is there, and here the centrum is of kidney shape. By the centrum we can shape of the centrum we can distinguish them easily. Heart-shaped centrum and kidney-shaped centrum. Then vertebral foramen is somewhat triangular. Well-developed transverse processes are there. As we know, spinous process, transverse process, any type of processes helps in attachment of muscles on the vertebrae. Then the pedicel and the lamina of the neural arc or arch, forming a spinous process. Spinous process is also called spine. Here, as compared to thoracic vertebra, spinous process terminally become somewhat broader, like a spoon shape spinous process is there. Okay, and then there are superior articular processes for articulation with upper vertebra, and on lower side inferior articular processes for articulation with lower vertebra. In this way, this is the diagram or figure representing the structure of the lumbar vertebra. Okay, if you like, please share to your friend and subscribe my channel. Thanks for watching this video.